Peace and high frequencies, everybody. Blackfoot Witch Dream Oracle is here. I want to share with you all a bit of a revelation that I received yesterday while I was kind of like in a psychedelic state. I had some edibles from this guy that I only get edibles from. He makes, he uses cannabis and popcorn. And so I had some of that, and of course I was relaxing, and I wanted to watch TV, so I watched Bewitched. It's one of my favorite shows. So I looked at Bewitched, and it was certain parts in that show that I was looking at that started to come to me. That's why I said I had a revelation. So it's so many different parts. So I was seeing that, of course, here in this reality, this is our work realm. This is the material realm. In this material realm, we are working to ascend. I'm looking at the poles. I'm looking at the poles, the spectrum in races. You know, from one end of the pole, we have the white supremacy mindset, thought process, and the other end of the pole, you have the oppressed black man, no matter if he's African, Caribbean, Haitian, or the American Negro, Naga King. Okay, so you have those ends of the spectrum. In the middle of the spectrum, you have, of course, your Hispanics, you have your Indians or Arabic people, you have your those created Native American or Indian people that they mixed breed with the fair skin. And so you have your Asians, you have all of those mid-range. There's a mix between the two poles. Like the two poles that control it is the black and the white. In between the black and the white, you have these other tones, skin tones of people who can, if need be, they can sway to the Caucasian or white man, or they can sway and live as a black person. They can work towards the oppressed people and help uplift them for ascension, or they can delve deeper into the material realm and choose more of the white supremacist mindset. Because if I don't know if you all know, but if you're watching this, you should. There are people who are Arabic, Hispanic, who are just as racist or even more so racist against black people than white people. And they have chosen the white supremacist mindset. So I was thinking, I was like, what if in this realm we are given our particular form based on the ascension process that we've done through these various timelines and existences. So those who are more connected egotistically to the material realm, to the material mindset and not to a higher consciousness, end up coming in on the white end of the pole, because they want all the materialistic, they want everything this world has to offer. They want it all. And you may say, hey, you know, that's given to anybody. However, we know we live in a world that is looked at race, and we know that the Caucasians, Americans, and the Caucasian in general have taken on within the cycle, this cycle that we're in now, they have taken on the materialists. Like they have more of the material aspect, whether it's getting a job, they'll get the job first, whether it's the percentage of wealth owned in this company, well, according to this company, in this world, earth, or United States. And then, of course, you know, being able to get loans, houses, everything, you know, we just know we're moving out of that, but we know majority of that in this realm is given to you and is catered to. I would say this realm caters to the white supremacists or the white mindset. and the white culture. And so you have people who are in the middle that I feel I have incarnated as either, Asians, Hispanics, the mixed breed, indigenous, Native American people, I would say. Those and the Asians, those people, they're not all the way white, but they're in the middle. They haven't ascended so far. They get to choose. They get to choose. Am I going to stay in this white supremacist mindset, or am I going to ascend past that and help those individuals who are oppressed? All right. Then, or am I going to go the material route? Then you have the black person, the African, the Caribbean, those people who are on the lowest totem pole within this realm when it comes down to material gains, when it comes down to wealth, even the mindset of other people against them is of a lower nature, and they are looked upon as a lower class. You coming into this realm as a black person, you can't be so attached to the material things because it's harder for you to achieve it. But are you going to sell yourself and sell your soul to the end of the spectrum that is so materialistic, egotistical, that you don't see the wealth that resides within you? Or are you looking at the wealth that they've created in this realm instead of the wealth that is really in the earth, that is for you, that you are a mimic of? All right. So how are you going to ascend? Will your next lifetime, be in this realm? Are you going to ascend to a higher perspective of a black person, ascend out of this realm? Because I feel like we go through stages. Yes, I do feel like, as a black person, I've probably been white before, or I've been Asian. I feel like it's levels that you end up ascending out of the materialistic realm, out of that. And I feel like this is my speculation. You all can, comment, whatever. But I definitely feel like, as it's stated, that the Caucasians know, the white man knows that their numbers are going down, right? And they're having a lot of talk, has been talking about a lot of white people have been mating, or there's a push for interracial relationships so they can continue their bloodline. And they've been knowing this for a long time. Well, I also feel like, on a metaphysical standpoint, that is happening not only because of that's one of the mundane thoughts that's going on statistically here in this reality, but I also think from a metaphysical standpoint that the mating is occurring with interracial relationships because more people are being reincarnated. They're having to come into the middle part. We're having less people come in as Caucasian, like their numbers are dropping because we're filling in the gaps where people are ascending. Remember, I talked about the various white, black, and then the middle, and then the steps to ascension. I think that, they're creating more biracial children. If you're biracial or you're of a mixed race, then you're in the middle. You get to choose. You're getting to choose, hey, are we going to ascend and go deeper, as being melanated and help those oppressed? Or are we going to choose the white supremacist mindset? So then you have that split. When you have those biracial children, which ones are going to fight for the cause of what's going on? Or are we going to ascend and go towards just being, or descend, I would say, and just go to a materialistic mindset? So if you have more of those biracial children going into being a person of a deeper complexion and more melanin, then you actually raise more love consciousness within this planet. You're actually doing things from the heart, not doing things from the materialistic ego perspective. That is my thought on that. That's just how I was laying down last night. I was seeing that, so I was just like, And also another thought process came to me because they are, I hate to use the word deities, but there are various higher levels of existences beyond our physical form. One may want to call it a deity or some type of God, not really a physical form God or anything, but like an energy force that resides over various races and cultures. And I feel like in various races and cultures that most of them know they are given a mission of what they are to come into this realm to do. Just like I feel like with the Caucasian race, that they have a mission of coming into this realm and getting people to convert to their God and worship their God. And a lot of individuals, other races that they've converted, you know, like through killings and murders and all the things that they did, now they have taken on, like other races have taken on the Jesus mindset, or taken on, like, you know, Jesus is, you know, the Son of God and the Son of Man, when in actuality you're giving your energy over to the deity energy force that really resides over a certain culture, which resides over a certain realm of existences outside of what we see and know, even beyond the galaxies. Okay? But that mindset and thought process was implemented into one of the avatars, which is this physical form person, man, woman, whatever it was, of a different race. It was given to them to do that. Be like, hey, you are a part of this system, whether it be a star system or beyond, but as you're a part of this system, you're a part of this deity's connection, which is also a part of a bloodline, which is also a part of a culture, and it goes through levels is what I'm talking. And so it's implemented within the mindset of the people to, at that time, to push that Jesus lie across the world to get people to convert over to that, which helps that system, that realm, that existence, that force or deity raise up and become stronger, because you're feeding it. The more people that you get to believe in this lie, let's create something, name it whatever you want to, it is actually pushing energy and power to our system and our force. And people are doing this unknowingly. All right, they're doing this unknowingly. Similar stories like this in OASP. And then you are not really living in this realm, all right, of earth, air, fire, water, ether, you know, looking at the 5 major organs, working within seasons, seeing the cycle to break out of it. You're actually not even comprehending or understanding cycles and rhythms, and you're working outside of that and just giving your energy and your power over to this name that you don't even really know existed, which you don't have no knowing. You're just going off a book that somebody wrote, and you're giving your energy over to that name, which actually empowers a culture, which from that culture empowering is actually empowering, raising up a force, a deity with outside of the realm of existence that we can see. So I just want to put that on your brain. That's something that came to me, and I'm trying to break it down as best as I possibly can, so you can understand what was being circulated in my mind and given to me last night. And I may post my dream later. I did record it to keep track of it last night. I may not, I'm not sure, but I wanted to share that with you. And as always, I leave you in peace and high frequencies, everybody.